To some extent, Macron's gamble paid off. Left-wing bloc projected to win French elections. In a surprising turn of events, the French presidential election results have shifted the political landscape in France, with the left-wing bloc emerging victorious. President Emmanuel Macron, known for his centrist approach to governance, took a significant gamble by positioning himself as a moderate in a political climate marked by growing discontent and polarization. However, his strategic move seems to have paid off, as the left-wing bloc is projected to win the elections, ushering in a new era of progressive policies and change. Macron's presidency has been defined by his attempts to bridge the gap between the left and the right, advocating for a pragmatic and centrist agenda that often drew criticism from both ends of the political spectrum. Despite facing challenges and backlash from various interest groups and opposition parties, Macron persisted in his efforts to bring about reforms and modernize the French political landscape. The recent election results reflect a shift in the French electorate's preferences, with the left-wing bloc gaining momentum and securing a majority in the National Assembly. This outcome signifies a significant departure from the status quo and signals a desire for change among French voters. The left-wing bloc's victory is a clear indication of the electorate's dissatisfaction with the current state of affairs and their willingness to embrace a new direction for the country. One of the key factors in the left-wing bloc's success can be attributed to Macron's strategic positioning and his ability to appeal to a broad spectrum of voters. By presenting himself as a moderate and reaching out to both left and right-leaning voters, Macron was able to garner support from diverse segments of the population. This inclusive approach paid dividends in the election, as the left-wing bloc secured a decisive victory, signaling a shift towards progressive policies and initiatives. The left-wing bloc's platform is centered around key issues such as social justice, environmental sustainability, and economic equality. Their agenda resonated with voters who are looking for bold and transformative measures to address the challenges facing France today. By focusing on issues that matter most to the electorate, the left-wing bloc was able to mobilize support and galvanize momentum leading up to the elections. The projected win by the left-wing bloc represents a significant turning point in French politics and marks a departure from the traditional centrist approach that has dominated the political landscape in recent years. The electorate's decision to embrace a progressive agenda reflects a growing appetite for change and reform, as well as a rejection of the status quo. While Macron's gamble to position himself as a moderate may have been perceived as risky at the time, his strategy ultimately paid off, as it allowed him to capture a broad base of support and contribute to the left-wing bloc's victory in the elections. Macron's willingness to adapt to changing political dynamics and engage with a diverse range of stakeholders has proven to be a successful approach in navigating the complex terrain of French politics. Moving forward, the left-wing bloc faces the task of delivering on their promises and implementing the progressive policies that resonated with voters during the campaign. The electorate's expectations are high, and they will be looking to the newly elected leaders to follow through on their commitments and enact meaningful change. The outcome of the French elections serves as a reminder of the power of strategic positioning and inclusivity in politics. Macron's gamble to position himself as a moderate ultimately contributed to the left-wing bloc's victory, demonstrating the importance of adaptability and broad appeal in securing electoral success. As France prepares for a new chapter under left-wing leadership, the electorate's decision to embrace progressive policies signals a desire for change and a departure from the status quo. The left-wing bloc's projected win represents a triumph for progressive forces in French politics and sets the stage for a transformative period of governance and policymaking in the country.